Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. Today on the Three Man Rush podcast, even though there's four of us, it doesn't matter because it's week 0, and we have ourselves a great podcast tonight as we get ready for the first week of college football of the 2022-2023 season. I am with Jake Bilger, Tom Beard, and Drew Garrett as we get ready to set things up. We got a couple of good segments for you. We're going to start with Fumble or Gift Basket, then we're going to go into your quarterback if we should care or not, which probably – your quarterback doesn't matter a single lick unless his name is C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young, to be quite frank. But other than that, it doesn't matter. We have a couple more things after that, but I'm going to let Jake take it from here as we are ready to get things going here. And what is this? Podcast episode number 8, 9, 10? What do we know?
8.
8.
Number 8.
Podcast number 8 as we are ready to go here in week 0.
Let's go.
Week 0. Feels really nice to be here. Hopefully it starts feeling like fall. You know, the leaves will turn colors, get a little horny, and we'll get the football kicked off. So first we're going to go through a fumble or gift basket for each of us. I'll go ahead and go first with the fumble. Staying on the horny theme, we saw a couple in the Oakland A's baseball game.
Oh, Lord.
Sitting in some very nice seats up in the top of the ballpark, watching the Oakland Athletics. And let me just tell you, they were having a better time than they were having in Moneyball. Guys getting a little bit of schlob. And apparently the fumble here is that the cops are allegedly investigating the sexual act. So the fumble is by whoever recorded him doing that. It's kind of fucked up. I think it's a little bit, where are we at in society today?
Did you see today that the A's had extra security in the very top rows, like the very top of the stadium now? Because let's be honest, no one's going to sit there. There's not a lot of people going to A's games. But there's like security guards now in every entrance of the top row of the Oakland A's stadium.
Yeah, and here's the deal. If we're keeping people from having a little fun, I think we're just doing the wrong thing. They're not criminals. They're just trying to get a little bit of top at the A's game, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it's a fumble for me.
So I have a gift basket. Did y'all see the video on Twitter of that like 7-on-7, the like 13-year-old one? Where that kid punched the other kid in the back of the head.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually saw that quite a while ago, but it's like repopulating now, so where it's like being popular again. The kid
I'm giving it a basket.
It's great stuff.
The kid who got the receiver, the corner caught the ball and intercepted it, and then gave him a little head tap, and then he chased him down and punched him in the back of the head. Clean hit. Lights out right after. Great form and everything. I respect that. Talk shit, get hit. I mean, it's basically how it goes.
All right, so my fumble for the week, I give my fumble to myself because last podcast I reported that Hudson Card might be starting for Texas. And what if it's just not true? We got Quinn Ewers, the starting quarterback for Texas here, so you can neck me whatever you want to do. It's a fumble for me. Now it's just false hope, I guess.
That is a good one. My gift basket this week, a little preview into what we're going to do next, is Michael Penix Jr. becoming the quarterback at Washington. He found himself a home. His offensive coordinator is out there with him in Washington, so he gets to be a part of that staff one more time. I kind of like him, to be quite frank. He kind of made Indiana not matter, but matter more than they did before. So Michael Penix.
His name's Penis. Come on. It's awesome.
Well, his name's Penis, number 1, and he's not a terrible quarterback in the college realm. So Michael Penix, the starting quarterback at Washington, is definitely a gift basket for that state all together.
Michael Penis Jr.
MPJ.
Michael Penis.
Yeah.
A full extension beating Penn State.
Oh, that really got me fired up. That was the COVID season, and the Big Ten. I think it was the first game for the Big Ten. Just a nice stretch over the pylon. There's nothing like that.
You love when a penis
One of the more
stretches over a
athletic plays
pylon.
I've seen.
Gotta love
It's
it.
my favorite time of football.
Yeah. I can't wait for the pylon cam. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yeah.
A good pylon camp. There's nothing like it. I can't believe they don't use it more.
Well, the pylon cam started off. It started off with like about 5 or 6 pixels. It was just an absolute shitter of a camera. And over the years, it's gotten to be where the pylon cam is better than your iPhone. So I'm all for the pylon cam.
However, if that thing gets touched a little bit, it's done. Done for the game.
Oh yeah,
certainly. One person will hit it, and it's not surviving. It's sad.
Okay, so I've got a gift basket here. I just tweeted about it, actually. The proposed new stadium for the Miami Hurricanes. It looks beautiful, 60,000 seats, which they're not really filling the Hard Rock Stadium, so it could be tough to fill 60,000. But I just tweeted about it. The bottom picture of the outside, I mean, it looks like the most futuristic thing, and it looks exactly like the outside of the Incredibles fortress in the first movie of the Incredibles when they're like in the fortress. So I just thought it was funny. But I'll give them a gift basket for putting a nice futuristic looking stadium out there.
I have another fumble. Go ahead, Drew. Sorry.
So here's my question about that stadium. Would you rather have a stadium that looks like that and holds 60,000 people, or have a stadium that holds 100,000 people?
Probably 60,000. Baylor's is a good example of it. It holds I think 48,000, but it looks a whole lot bigger. And it's just visually, it looks very appealing compared to a 100,000 seat stadium that can't be filled,
I mean, but if they're good though, I'd think I'd rather have 100,000 people in the stadium.
But do the Dolphins even get 100,000? They don't get 80, I don't think. The Dolphins.
When was the last time the Dolphins have been good though?
Hey, this year, man, I'm telling you, the Dolphins got a squad this year.
Well, they're not beating the Bills though.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't think anybody was saying they were. But I'm just saying Miami is not exactly the attendance for their sports teams isn't that's not the first thing you want to talk about when you hear Miami.
Yeah, but when they were good though, they filled the stadium.
Did they?
The Hard Rock or
did they not?
Yeah.
When they had Jimmy Johnson,
the Orange Bowl, yeah, but not Hard Rock.
When they had Jimmy Johnson, were they not filling that stadium up?
Yeah, but that was quite a while ago.
They were filling it the year.
If they can bring back
good when they beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, if they can bring back that
a flash in the pan year. I remember that year.
Same for Notre Dame. That
crazy
year.
Game.
It was 20. Yeah.
So I have another my fumble for the week. According to WIBW, I don't know what the hell it is, I'm going to be honest, but I saw it on Twitter, posted about it on Twitter. Students have voted Kansas State University as the best place to be in the nation. That is just the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Who the hell wants to go to Manhattan? I even tweeted and said no, claiming the tweet. I even put -Tom on it because it's not true. I mean, let's be honest. If you're either going to Notre Dame or South Bend or Manhattan, where are you going?
South Bend.
I'm going to Manhattan. Are you kidding me?
South Bend's not great. That's what I'm saying.
I think Dylan Edwards has proved that. He just decommitted from K-State and went to Notre Dame anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. See?
We get a prime example.
No way. That's just money. That's all it is just money. That's all that's happening there.
Okay.
Or would you rather play for
get
Notre Dame or
$3 million
Kansas
to go
State,
to Kansas State or $30 to play somewhere else?
That's not what I'm saying, though. It was students. It was students, not the players.
K-State was ranked number 1 party school in America a few years ago. You know why?
It's hard for me to believe.
But there's nothing else to do there. It's not like you can go to this big city and go hang out. Everybody has to hang out with each other, making them all friends and party together. That's all it is.
There's something about a nice college town. There's something about a nice college town that the town is only there and only a thing because of the college. That's my favorite.
But you're telling me that's the best place to be in the nation?
That's a good point.
Oh God, no.
Is Manhattan?
I'm also telling you this, Tom. When we went there for basketball camp, we were staying in some dorms that literally looked like a prison cell.
We did. Hey, we had some good memories at that.
We didn't have sheets. We didn't have sheets, bedding, blankets. I'm sitting on a hard mattress, and I feel like I was in a damn cave.
Getting ready to play basketball at 8:30 in the morning.
No, that was just an absolutely horrible trip. Absolutely horrible.
Hey, we had some fun after the game.
No, they would but the thing is you get used to whenever you go to those college campuses that you stay in a nice place. And Kansas State damn near put us in a abandoned hospital. And just an absolute disgrace.
It was rough. But hey, there was a time of all of us swimming across the road. We had a good time.
Yeah, we did have a good time. Okay, so moving on here, we're going to talk some actual football here. Some teams that are ready, gearing up now for 2022 that are actually putting on the pads, guys. You can hear the pads pop. Maybe a couple of helmet-to-helmet hits. I'm okay with it. And here's the deal: we talked SEC, ACC, and Big 12 last pod. So if you have a team like that, you can obviously refer back to that podcast, episode 7, and check out what we had to say about your team. But we're going to discuss the other two Power 5 conferences here, the Big Ten and Pac-12, and which teams matter here. Starting off with the Pac-12, I'm going to ask you guys which teams matter. The first team on deck is the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they matter.
They're a big enough brand where they can. I mean, the Pac-12 is horrible, as we have all mentioned. But I feel like Oregon is definitely a big enough brand to. I mean, they're always ranked high. They've been consistent around 15 for the past 5 years. So I'd say they were.
They matter because they're going to come out with some cool uniform, and even if they're bad, it's like, oh, that's sick, and that's why they'll matter.
The Duck Shell.
Plus they
Did you all like the Duck Shell uniforms?
They're okay.
Might have to look at them.
They're just like white with spots everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no, the ones
Those-
last year against UCLA,
Mhm.
those ones are sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked them.
I mean, I just feel like they're doing a lot.
They're doing a
They've
lot.
always done a lot, though.
The thing is, they usually do, twice a year they do too much, and then the rest of the games you're like, damn, those are cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
But they just pulled in Dan Lanning as well, so the recruiting's going up over there. They've always had decent recruiting base, but I feel like he'll keep going up with Dan Lanning there.
Well, they have Dante Moore this year, but, I mean, they're interesting
Yeah.
this season because of Bo Nix, in my opinion.
Bo Nix.
Okay.
Bo
Nix. It's kind of a culture shock, I'm sure, to go from living in Alabama your whole life to the West Coast. But anyways, okay.
Can't wait to watch him throw the ball to the other team. Can't wait for it.
Hey, Bo, don't sleep on Bo. Bo Nix last year.
I am asleep.
Bo Nix was turning it up last year, and he got hurt in a bad time. But he was starting to be a real good quarterback last year for the Tigers.
Plus,
I
maybe
have heard for what? Go ahead.
maybe he'll forget that he's
must the
playing
most.
for Oregon, and he'll start throwing it to the Oregon players on accident, thinking that it's
That's
going to be
fair.
an interception,
That is a
and he'll
good
be
point.
good.
They have Bright Kelly,
Hey,
on,
he
so
made-
it's tough to miss him.
I just feel like that guy just refuses to throw the ball to his own team. He refuses.
He made the play of the year last year with Auburn against LSU.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
the most incredible play I've ever seen.
Yeah, nothing like that Auburn LSU bowl game. That was incredible. Not even a bowl game, just a regular season poop game.
Well, hey, actually, me and Drew went to the game that Bo Nix started his career off against the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, his rookie.
So kind
his
of full circle
Yeah.
here.
freshman year. How about
It
that?
is
Huh?
full circle.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Walk-off touchdown.
yeah, to Seth Williams.
Hey, all I'm going to say, and Calvin, you may agree with this, the Oregon Ducks are missing Tyler Schaub.
They are.
That's all I'm
I
going to say.
can't wait to talk about him later.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, let's move on. Cal Bears, do they matter this season?
Nope.
No,
No.
they've never mattered. They
Oh.
have one play, and it's the band. That's it.
No, you don't remember Marshawn Lynch driving the go-kart?
Okay, that's fair. The
Mar-
Marshawn Lynch, but that's it.
Deshaun Jackson, Aaron Rodgers.
They also had Jared
And-
Goff as well.
Yeah, they've had some NFL players, man.
But they haven't mattered.
Yeah, it's just never been great.
But they're not good, though.
Yeah, no, they don't matter. Okay, UCLA.
No.
Yes.
Could I do a possibly?
Yeah, no, you can't do it possibly. You got to give me a firm answer.
I'll say yes because I believe they're going to beat USC this year.
I don't think they're
Okay,
very good.
fair.
I think
They got
Dorian
Dorian-
Thompson-Robinson's ninth year playing starting quarterback there will pay dividends. I do believe.
Hey, Zach Charbonnet, remember the name. He might be the best back in the Pac-12.
Old Michigan.
Charbonnet's good.
Old Michigan running back.
Yeah, he's a really good player.
He's good.
Okay, Stanford. Is Stanford Cardinals? Are they Stanford Cardinal or Stanford Cardinals?
I think they're the Cardinal.
Cardinal.
The hell is that?
Because of their color. It's just their color.
You'd
That's
figure with
Cardinal
that
red.
many smart people, they could figure out to name a team, something decent.
The Stanford
but whatever.
Christian
All right.
School.
I don't think they care too much about their football. I'm going to be honest.
Oh, some of them do apparently. All right, so Stanford, they matter this season.
No. They're boo.
No.
They're boo-boo.
No.
See, okay, so I'm gonna say no, but they upset Oregon last year in overtime at home when Oregon was, I think, number 2. So they might have a one night stand in mattering. I think. Okay,
Didn't they lose to K-State?
they got housed by Kansas State.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
I love. I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but Davis Mills now for the Texans. He was a
Oh,
former
I
Stanford.
love that guy.
I love him. He's long neck. I just like him. I'm all in on him being a good quarterback.
He was pretty good for the Texans last year.
They weren't
Hey.
bad.
He might be the best quarterback.
Yeah. He's following up a nice sexual predator, so he can't be much worse.
Exactly.
Right. USC, do they matter this season?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
They do matter.
I think they might be the most intriguing team in the entire country. I really think so.
I agree.
Which is unfortunate for you guys, but
their ceiling is playoff,
and their floor is. We just don't have any clue. So it's
their floor could be like legitimately. I could see them going like 5-5. Like if worst comes to worst, say Caleb Williams goes down, they're a 5-5 team again.
I think it's Miller Moss is their backup.
Miller Moss isn't bad.
Pretty cool. Pretty sweet name. You're never going to have a bad quarterback at SC. I mean, dude, there's just so much quarterback talent over there. It's going to be tough to have a bad quarterback.
Especially with Lincoln Riley there now.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's going to be – I'm telling you, I don't know what will happen with Malachi Nelson. I don't think it really matters. In the future, SC is going to be number 1, number 2 quarterback destination.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
it's going to be OU, too.
Riley, he's the quarterback whisperer.
Oh, they've had their own fair share of good quarterbacks for sure. But all right, so does Utah Utes matter?
Yes.
Yeah, they matter. I'll give them Utah a good matter. I hate Utah. I don't like them, and I wanted to bring this up. So we tweeted off a clip of us talking about the Utah Utes and how I thought they were overrated this season. We got a reply to this tweet. This guy, I was wearing an orange hat at the time. He replied and said, "Dude in the orange hat pumps my septic tank." Quite a reply. I'm be honest with you. I'm not even sure how to take that, but it's just a great reply. We appreciate him, replying because you know what? I'll just say it. Fuck Utah. I don't think they're good. Fuck them. All right, so there it is.
Jake, you gotta app that guy someday randomly and say, just pumping this guy.
Oh, I will. No, when Florida beats Utah in the first week, I'm going to at him, and I'm going to tweet right at him. And if he doesn't pump my septic tank, he can suck my balls. And that's just where I'm at.
What you say? You go pump my fucking septic tank.
That's what I'm telling him. All right, so let's move on here. We'll go to the 4 corner schools here now. We'll go a little double here. Do either of these teams matter this season, Arizona or Arizona State?
No.
I don't think
they move to the Big 12 in the next couple of weeks now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think
there's a meeting in Arizona.
Yeah, I think tomorrow.
I think tomorrow Arizona meets, but we can talk about that when it comes. It could just be a budget meeting. We have no clue.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to come.
Real excited.
Or do the Oregon State Beavers matter this season?
Heck no.
Yes.
Heck no.
The best OSU. Come on, terrible. Stand up.
I'm telling you, the Beavers matter this season.
Man,
they had Sean Mannion once.
The Beavers got a good team, man. Beavers went 8-4 last year. I think people are. Man,
they went 8-4.
I think. Let me check.
No, there's no way. Do they have a stadium? Because last I saw, their stadium was being blown up.
Oh, I don't remember.
I did see
what I'm
that
saying?
video.
I don't know if they even have a stadium, so how could they matter?
Hey. They're the first team that I've ever searched on Google where I search Oregon State schedule, and it pops up their academic schedule. That's the first team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, they went 7-6. My bad.
Oh.
Hey, Maurice Kalou.
Right.
Shout out to Maurice Kalou. Another mention of Maurice Kalou on this podcast. You love to hear it.
Okay. Oregon State's out of there. What do you think about the Washington State Cougars this season?
No, they're so bad.
They're awful.
I think they matter just because they might have a quarterback that might win the Heisman every once in a while.
Cam Ward is really good. I like Washington State. That might be my pick.
If they had Mike Leach, I'd say yes.
Record?
It wasn't bad. I'm pretty sure they played in a bowl game.
I'm pretty sure they were terrible.
Hey, their offense is always electric. I don't know why, but their quarterback
beat
plays
Washington. I'm pretty sure they played a bowl game.
Dude,
man.
Washington was bad too.
You're also saying that Washington was good after bringing out Brennan Radley Hiles.
No, but they spanked Washington.
Yeah, I would have spanked Washington.
Okay, they played in the Sun Bowl and they lost to Central Michigan, so maybe they don't matter. But I am high on Cam Ward. I can tell you that much. All right, Washington Huskies. We talked a little bit about Michael Penis. Do the Huskies matter this season?
Not really.
Yeah.
I would put that in the possible category, but yeah, they do matter.
They're a sleeper in the Pac-12.
Yeah, I agree. I think they're another team that's going to have a one night, maybe even 2 night stand in mattering. If you hit it once and she's real nice, you might hit it twice. 2 night stand.
If you hit it one time, I'm a piper.
Right. I think Washington has maybe the most underrated uniforms in all of college football. Just a beautiful color combination
100%.
out there by the lakes. And something about the amount of oxygen that's in the earth in Washington, especially Seattle, where their campus is. I mean, it's just you're breathing and it feels amazing. So
Jake, have you seen the new whiteout jerseys that
for
they have?
Washington?
They
For
are
Washington?
beautiful. Yeah,
You know,
Hey,
Well,
I'm
maybe
pretty sure it's Washington.
just keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, they were 4-8 last year, and they lost their last
yeah,
four. They lost their
they
last
fired their coach. They fired their coach, and they're starting a new quarterback. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think they really matter, but I think they could have a couple nights on.
They could have a couple games.
All right, last team in the Pac-12 is the Colorado Buffaloes. I think this might be the worst team in all Power 5, so I'm going to go ahead and lead off. No, they do not matter.
They don't matter. They had the same record as Washington last year.
Yeah, but their best player transferred, and they didn't have a coaching change, so it's like, what are they going to do different,
Yes.
I don't know. Colorado, in my opinion, could be the worst team. And if they aren't, then congrats. But
I know one team that's not going to be the worst team in Power 5 this year.
No,
I know one
shut up.
team.
It's not Kansas.
It's
Kansas.
Kansas.
Come on,
It's the
Kansas Jayhawks. We're bowling this year, boys. I believe.
Hey, listen here. Before we move on, I just want to let you guys know that you guys were talking about how they have a chance to beat Duke when Duke spanked the living shit out of them last year.
That's last year. It's a new
I don't care
year.
if it's last year.
It's
It's
a
still
new
Kansas.
year.
Oh, boy. I think all of Kansas season, and let's just call it what it is, it all starts with Tennessee Tech. If we can get up on a good foot against the Golden Eagles at Tennessee Tech, we're going to set ourselves up nicely for a couple wins. And that's just where I'm at.
Tennessee Tech was so bad at the FCF level.
That's what I'm saying.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. No, they were like 3-9 last year in FCS.
You
So
gotta
Kansas can't win
just
that one.
believe in something. Hold on to it and believe.
If I threw one
And that's
pass
what I'm believing
over
in.
20 yards that was a spiral as a walk-on, they'd be like, hey, kid might have a shot. That's how bad Tennessee Tech is.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think here with Kansas, we've got a real shot. I mean, if it's not this year,
No.
dude,
It's never.
Okay, listen here. Kenny Logan is a real good player, and they've got a quarterback that's at least kind of fun. This might be the year, and also they have three running backs that are all Power 5 Division I level. They have Ty Thomas, Savion Morrison from Tulsa, and then they also have Devin Neal. That was a big recruit. Especially for Kansas. But he was a 4-star. I mean, I'm telling you, Kansas has at least the ability to win 3 or 4 games.
They have the ability to maybe win 3 games.
Yeah.
But to say they're bowl eligible this year is absolutely ridiculous.
I think it should.
They can do it.
If they do
can
it,
do
Drew, you gotta jump off of Devon Tower.
Now, gladly. Head first.
Drew, if the Kansas Jayhawks make a bowl game this year and win, will you get a Jayhawk on your ass? The tattoo?
Yeah, you gotta get a tattoo.
Listen, I will get a full Jayhawk on my entire body if they make a bowl game.
Oh, okay. You didn't
Okay,
have to make
all
it that
right.
big, but all right.
I was just having it on
I'm
your
not
butt,
worried.
but
I'm not worried.
All right. Well, Drew is
Would
now
be.
getting a full Jayhawk tattooed on him this year. If Lance Leipold can lead the Jayhawks to just a bowl, I mean, we're talking guaranteed
It's just not
rate,
happening.
cheese it, whatever kind of bowl. We're talking any bowl.
It's just not happening.
All right. Let's go to the Big
The
Ten.
peak is
now.
4 wins.
what is
Rock chalk.
All right, so it's official. We're the number 1 Kansas football podcast in all of
That's
America.
ridiculous.
All
Come
right.
on.
There can't be another one. So
Nope. I guarantee there's not.
We're looking
All
for
right,
that
so-
niche. We're looking to think outside the box, and I think the Rock Chalk Jayhawk, the Jayhawks might be our
Can
Hey.
we
answer.
start?
shout
we
out to
start
Kevin
getting-
Fox. Shout out to Kevin Fox. He's one of our best followers on Twitter, and he's a big KU fan.
Yeah, he is.
Can we start having a little specific segment of every week of how Kansas does?
With the KU
No.
update.
The
They're
Jayhawk
not
update.
worth it. They're not worth it.
Okay, Drew, you don't have to talk during it, but I'm going to do it.
That's fine.
They're not worth it.
All right, okay, let's move conferences though from the Pac-12 here into Big Ten country. I think the Big Ten's pretty interesting because the West is so wide open. We can start off here with the West, and I'll go. Do the Iowa Hawkeyes matter this season?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think they do. We don't have to go too in depth there. I think they're a pretty boring team. So there you go. Do the Wisconsin Badgers matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The running
Yeah.
back's crazy.
Drew and I were looking on Twitter, and we saw one of their running backs, or maybe we were looking like at betting lines and stuff. One of like their running back is like dark horse for a Heisman, which I mean doesn't surprise me because how Washington,
Braylon Allen, he's gonna be
Good
good.
now.
yeah, how they
They
produce
have other
running
good backs too. They have multiple good backs.
What? Who is like going? Like I don't know. I just don't understand how Wisconsin just keeps finding these running backs who just produce.
They lost a lot on defense, though, last year. Their defense coordinator, Jim Leonard, is very good at his job. So he stayed, but they lost a lot of defensive talent. They weren't really great last year either. I think this could be the worst Wisconsin team we've seen in a while, but that's just my take. And if it's not, then it's not. Do the Nebraska Cornhuskers matter this season after 3-9?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest spotlight they've had in a while, solely because I think Scott Frost's job is on the line. Plus, they got, what's his name, coming in at quarterback, Casey Thompson. And, I mean, they lost – they probably lost all those games by, less than, 7 points last year.
Yeah.
They were very close from being a good team, but they just couldn't get it done at the end. I think if they can switch that around, yeah, you have to say they matter.
I'm going to go with they're a couple nights a year. They matter.
Yep.
They're kind of a 2-night, 3-night stand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're good enough to win the West, but I think they're good enough to upset maybe OU, Michigan, the two tough teams they play on their schedule. So we'll see. It's kind of an Iowa State conundrum, I think, this year. I think they're going to be talented enough to upset people, but I don't think they're going to be consistent enough to really contend in their conference. So. But all right, so you're moving on. Northwestern Wildcats, that's obviously Nebraska's opponent. Who do we think, or do we think that the Northwestern Wildcats matter this season?
Not in the slightest.
No.
Right,
Beautiful campus, but no.
Beautiful campus. We are actually there. They have a nice darker shade of purple. When it's on the mat or the helmets that are shiny, it's beautiful. But they do not matter this season.
I like Pat Fitzgerald though.
Oh, I do
Good
too. He looks like a guy that you'd want to be like your strength and conditioning coordinator to me. So I don't know.
Good coach, just
You
not
want your
good
daughter to
players,
date
though.
him.
Yeah. They've had some talent in the past, but I don't think that they really have much this year. Okay, does the Purdue Boilermakers matter this season?
Without Sam
Yep.
Hartman, I don't know.
Well, that's Wake Forest.
He's the Wake Forest quarterback.
That makes a good point, so I would say no.
Aiden O'Connell's really good though.
Aiden O'Connell's very good.
I'm going to say no, but she's a one-night stand.
I think so too.
They won nine
She's
games
gonna-
last year.
I think
The Spoilermakers
They
going
matter.
to spoil something again. I believe in them.
they matter.
I think they matter this season, and especially in the West, because the West is a weaker division, and they have a chance. I mean, say Purdue beats Wisconsin and Iowa. I mean, shit, they're almost in the championship game. That's all they really got to do. They have Penn State first week, which will be tough, though. So we'll see.
They were a win away in conference from going to the championship game in their conference last year.
That's what I'm saying. And who's gonna? I don't think Wisconsin or Iowa is as good as they are is going to run the table. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that they're going to win. The other team here in the West that I think is interesting is Minnesota. And do they matter this season?
I like their coach.
Maybe. I'm going to say maybe.
I like their coach, but no.
I'm going to say no as well, but I kind of lean on the side of yes in a way. I think it's a tough
good.
He's all right, and they have a couple good. I think Dalen Wright is a receiver, transferred from A&M. He's really good, and then they have Chris Ottman-Bell that's going to come back from injury. That's been there forever.
Is Tanner Morgan still the quarterback there?
Yeah, him and Chris
How?
Ottman-Bell been there for a while.
He's been. It's like
they're allowing
it's
him to
him
stay
and, like-
there. They're allowing him to stay there until his hairline is just gone completely.
it's like him and
He's
Dorian
it's all
Thompson.
gone. He's bald.
Him and Dorian Thompson Robinson are both trying to get like the longest active player of all time in NCAA football.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson, former or future Big Ten quarterback, playing for the UCLA Bruins. All right, what other teams are in the West here? I'm trying to look. I don't think.
Hey, don't forget about Illinois. Don't you forget about Illinois.
Yeah. Okay, so is Illinois? They actually play this Saturday, upcoming Saturday as well, against Wyoming Cowboys. Going to be a good one.
I wish I cared. I wish I cared.
That's good. Hey, I'm going to watch. So, the Illinois Fighting Illini matter?
Nah.
No.
No. Okay, we all said no there. Let's move to the East. Although I think actually, does Indiana matter? Anybody want to say yes?
God, no. They're terrible.
No.
All right.
No.
Yeah, they were terrible. All right, so here's the East. Do the Rutgers Scarlet Knights matter?
No.
Never.
I don't think so. Okay, Maryland this year. I think that's my ride or die team. It's a very interesting team. Do they matter this season?
Yes.
If they're in the West, yes, but I don't think so on that Eastern side of the conference.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I
I think
agree
they
with
matter.
that.
It really sucks for them.
I think they matter. They got Talia, Raheem Jarrett.
I
Hey,
just
Johnson
haven't
Johnson
seen
Davis.
Talia.
Their
Just
wide
like,
receivers are good.
I guess I've never really watched Talia, but I don't feel like Talia is anywhere near as good as Tua is.
I mean,
Anywhere near.
Well, he's not as
Well,
good as
he's
Tua,
not,
but he was good
he
last
can
year, though.
swing the
Yeah,
rock.
He's still good.
I like Talia. I mean, I think he's got a chance, man. But we'll see. They just got to protect him. That's the real thing. I mean, they had struggled last year with the offensive line. Does Penn State matter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no this season.
They always matter. They always matter.
I don't think they matter this season. I just don't think they're that good. I mean,
I don't
look
think
at what they
they
lost
matter.
last season. Jahan Dotson, Arnold Ebikite, and they were, 7-5?
They're 7-6.
I'm not on Penn State this year.
Didn't they start the season out like 0-5, something like that?
That was 2020. They started off last season pretty good
Yeah.
because they played Iowa, and I think they were number 4 against Iowa.
That overtime was that again? What was that overtime game against Illinois?
Yeah, 9 overtimes.
Yeah. I think that's kind of where they fell off.
Oh, certainly. That'll demoralize you to not be able to get a 2-point conversion in 6 tries against Illinois. You might as well just shut down the program. All right. Well, they never shut down the program there. I mean, they did everything they could to try and shut it down. Old Jerry Sandusky thing. But anyways, all right. Do the Michigan Wolverines matter?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. Yes. Anybody want to go in depth on that one?
I mean, it'll be them in Ohio State.
I mean, they're
Yeah, I think so
the
too.
second best team in that conference.
I'm interested to see
By
how
far,
they
I
play
think.
against Ohio State this year, if they can keep the win streak going or not. Or I guess they
And
lost
on
last
the
year.
They
road.
won't.
No, they won.
They won last year.
Michigan
but it'll
won.
be on the road.
They won last year, okay.
But I will say
We'll see
I'll
what
be
they can do.
completely shocked if they can pull that off.
We'll see. I mean, dude, if they can run the ball the way they did against them last year, there's no way that Ohio State can win. I mean, they just had no chance.
Do you think Michigan can stop Ohio State's
No,
offense this year?
especially not at home.
No. Yeah, probably. They don't have the pass rushers this year either. Obviously, they lost their 2 best ones, but we'll see.
And they lost Dax Hill too.
That's a good point.
Dax Hill has looked amazing in preseason. Bengals got a steal of a pick.
Yeah, I can't say that. That's like super shocking to me that he's looking good.
Dude, he's dropped 2 interceptions. He's caught 1 and had like 2 sacks or something crazy like that. At strong safety, that's insane.
Do the Michigan State Spartans matter here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
We know who's coming.
You know why.
All right. Does Ohio State matter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Big
would
time.
say
Okay.
firmly yes.
Yeah, I'll go with the yes as well. So that's the whole Big Ten.
Can I say something about Ohio State?
Yeah.
I think they are 2018 OU this year. I am like fully believed in that. Their defense is not good. It didn't really get any better. Granted, they had a lot of injuries on their defense last year, but I just they got walloped. Anytime they couldn't stop anyone, but their offense was so much better. It's just like 2017 OU. But I don't know, man.
Well, that defense